and tune in and watch intently, especially if you're trying to improve your neutral game. You might get something out of this, but I really hope that you have a lot of work to do on your neutral game if you want to watch this one. So we'll see. Town and City, game 1. Orex loves this stage for those kills off the side, but Teaser doesn't hate it either.
Luckily for Orex, Teaser did not land on the platform before hitting him with that second up air, so that would have been absolutely deadly.
Might have been in for a problem. I mean, Town and City's blast zone is still really, really high, so nice spacing above that charge shot. Definitely looks like Orex has had a little bit of thinking on this matchup. Like you said, he had to play it once before. Maybe he's just got to go, all right, well, how do I approach this next time? Make those adaptations.
He's definitely looking like he's doing a better job of reading Teaser's intents with the rolls. A lot of rolls come out from Teaser. Ooh, he has it.
Still just floating right above where that charge shot isn't. And Orex knows Teaser doesn't really hold on to charge shots almost ever. He likes to fire them before they're fully charged.
Yeah. And if not, he's probably using it for a ledge trap, and you're about to eat it.
See, at the ledge, Orex didn't want to, even despite the fact of it being, no invincibility or regrab, Orex doesn't put any pressure on that because he knows that you can react to a Peach coming off to the ledge. Very nice recovery there from Teaser. And now, once again, just sitting right back at the ledge. Peach is a really good ledge trapper, and it's on full display right now.
Yeah. I feel like Teaser's giving up a lot by just going for these rolls. Like, it's scary when Peach hits your shield, but... Oh. All right. Still alive.
And now Teaser just trying to create some space, seeing if he'll get Orex to come to him. But, anybody who's watched Orex play before knows that is not the hugest, thing to bank on against him. There we go. We see him get some pretty decent damage.
Yeah. Oh, and the nair.
Super strong.
Here he has it. Oh, actually right above the fair. The fair is so good at just catching anything in the air, but Peach float. Very good at not being where you want it to be.
We've seen Orex be exactly where he wants to be when it's in regards to the Samus. Like I said, his spacing and his recognition to kind of see where Teaser's moving and what move that means he wants to go for has been excellent. And it's kind of as expected. We see him just going, I know you're going to shoot that charge shot, so I'll just keep holding the shield.
Yeah, and also ready to punish the dash attack that comes after. He's definitely playing a bit more in Teaser's head.
I mean, especially that he has a pretty big lead. He's allowed to do it. All right, now Teaser back with control of the stage, but gives it up to approach the Peach, as you have to do sometimes, especially when your defensive spacing is as good as Orex's is.
Oh, he looked like he was ready to catch that roll, but a little too far.
I think the nair was a misinput, considering that covered only anything past the roll distance. Probably supposed to be a back air. That means Teaser's got a second lease on life right now at 150%. Orex has got a bomb. He's not the kind of guy that likes to mess around with that. He knows, all right, I've got. If he was down, he'd look for a big hit. But since he's up so much, he's like, oh, look, man, I got the lead. I'm not about to give it up.
Oh. All right, landing on the platform makes it works out for Teaser. Actually gets away with that risky uppie. And still hanging on to life nearly. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there's that nair that I think Orex. I'm thinking after seeing that, maybe that last nair wasn't a misinput, as I was calling it. Definitely looks like that's stronger than that unstaled or especially the sour spot back here. What great recognition to know that Teaser's been going for those screw attacks all day out of shield.
Yeah, and honestly, he's been forcing him to whiff so much. Okay. Teaser seems to be trying to adjust here.
I think the adjustments need to be made with these projectiles, though. I mean, Teaser hasn't been mixing up the strategy with them at all. You see, every time he starts getting towards the big end of that charge shot, Orex is like, all right, R button, and I'm good.
Yeah, no, Teaser's just making the exact wrong call, looking for jumps when Orex is rolling and looking for rolls.
Every time, man.
Yeah, Orex is just doing such a good job of mixing up his options.
Yeah, Orex got hit there because he realized a little bit late that couldn't really get a punish on that grab. Now we see Teaser without the charge on that charge shot, nearly killing with the sour spot of that downer.
Yeah, center stage, but there's the bombs. They can force a lot of things at ledge.
Yeah, the big thing that it definitely stops you from being able to drop jump from the ledge and throw out an aerial, which Peaches really love to do. Good patience there by Teaser. Definitely getting that opportunity to throw out that charge shot. Now he's working with a pretty nicely sized lead, which is something that he hasn't had all game.
Oh, God. And no fear neutral get up grab here.
You see Orex starting to just counter these charge shots. He goes, all right, if these things are less than half charged, I'm just going to throw my turn up, and I'm pretty sure I'll hit him before he throws that out. Now he's got a tie game.
Yeah, now the ledge
Aye!
situation. Oh, went for a big call out. Didn't work out.
Still got the stock, though, and that's probably not something that he was planning on after such a big commit like that, but Smash Gods have graced him. Misses the forward smash.
Yeah, that little bit of drift. Samus is some pretty nice.
Ooh,
and
my goodness.
Kills? All right.
Charge it, drop it. Charge it, drop it. All right, now the axe kick.
That was definitely a very nice timing call out and call out the jump. Like, Orex lead the whole game, but that final stock, Teaser turned on the sauce. Turned on the juice. Started drinking the sauce. I don't know.
We'll get there. He definitely turned it up, though. I mean, like, the thing is, when Orex got out to a lead, he never got out to a particularly big lead. And that's the problem with playing, like, your defensive playstyle into, like, when you're up the stock, right? When you've taken the stock and then you continue to play that defensive playstyle, you're never going to be able to get out to that really big lead that forces your opponent to you know, start making some decisions, right? Teaser is still able to play his own game plan. And I think that going forward, if Orex starts getting that stock lead, he's got to figure out how to turn on the jets to that, like, aggressive Peach style that, you know, you'll see it in any Peach. You'll see it out of, like, a Samsora or something. We need to see a little bit more of this, right? When Teaser's at the ledge, when Teaser's trying to land, get out of disadvantage, Orex needs to be right up in his face and saying, hey, man, you got to do something because I'm in control right now. Wow.
Nice avoiding of that charge shot. Great reaction.
Oh, and there we go. This is Teaser only with the screw attack. That is definitely dead.
Yeah,
Orex isn't going to throw another turnip. So, very, very quick early stock. I think that, you know, this is, like I'm saying, this is the time to really try to turn up the jets.
Yeah, he's definitely going for that down. Fishing for the early percent. Like,
yeah.
Why not?
Keep the pressure on, man. And I think that Orex has definitely realized, like, all right, that defense let Teaser come back, so I'm gonna start getting up in his face. I'm gonna make him uncomfortable. You know, PC Chris said it in the Smash documentary. It was like, you know, you put pressure on anybody, and enough of it, they'll start to crack. I think that I would definitely like to see him kind of go to that a little more.
Yeah, but now from ledge to ledge, he's been trying to get his way to center stage. He finally fights his way down.
There we go, shielding once again because he knows that charge shot's coming, but that grapple beam so active to let Teaser get that grab, and now with that nair, you know.
Yeah,
definitely.
Once again, Teaser not letting Orex build a nice lead, just trying to keep it close to even as possible.
But, you know, 80%, you know, still, all that takes is, the big thing is when you're down like 46, 50, you know, like Teaser was right there. You know, your opponent's still coming off with invincibility, and on FD you don't have too many places to run. And that's why we saw Orex get up to like that, you know, 80, 90% lead when Teaser really got to start playing the game again. So, could see Orex is looking for probably a whiff here, and then try to take the stock. The thing is, Peach really needs you at the ledge if she wants to get these, like, reliable kills in this game now, or else she's looking at, like, 150, 160 to take those stocks.
Yeah, and I mean, it's just, this game has been who controls the ledge and who's on the ledge.
Right now, it is Orex in control. Turnip's not going to do him any good right there. Does catch the roll, though, so back throw gets him back off stage. Ooh, we saw this last time. This should be a dead Teaser. No, screw attack gets him through.
At 90, nearly, oh God. Down to
Not for another 50%, my friend. Oh, great timing mix up there by Teaser. And once again, we see him playing with the lead.
Very, very low back air there.
I think that maybe this is kind of strange to me that, you know, Orex goes to Final Destination and then decides to put on the pressure with Peach, right? That this is the time when he's gonna get in Teaser's face more when, you know, now that he's got this lead and, you know, he can be like, all right, I'll be near you, but I will play outside of your threat zone. I'll make this a really nebulous game and, you know, look for those whiff punishes at these percents where looks like Orex is still the one trying to press advantage. I wouldn't normally have so much of a gripe with it, but it seems like Final Destination is the kind of stage where Orex can do his playstyle and really focus on the spacing.
Yeah. Oh, that did not lock into the direction he wanted.
Teaser able to get in through that turnip too, so sitting at 139, looking a little bit like we might be going to game 3 soon.
Yeah, I mean, Teaser, well, oh god. I was thinking Teaser got his feet on solid ground, but man, not for long.
Ooh, let's trumpet. That should be
yeah.
it. Uh-huh. Golf club hits pretty low, baby.
Yeah, and Teaser was even going for the B-free to try and hit him away from doing any option, but that golf club, absolutely a killer.
Alright, so we'll see what Teaser's got in mind for game 3. I'm guessing that Orex would probably ban triplats. Definitely a Samus haven and not a stage that benefits Peach particularly well.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna want to like even more space, like go for the Callus. He did win on
I would
town,
say Smashville is a great choice for Samus here, because you can still play like a pretty platform heavy game. It'll only be kind of hard for you to land like the really solid kill moves with the aerials, but Battlefield was left unbanned,
okay.
So
Teaser, I don't know how many like dash attacks into up airs he's been hitting, so maybe that's why Orex is not too afraid of those conversions.
Yeah. I think the big thing, you know, you got to look out for is just the juggle game in general. I know that Peach has a lot of tools to get around juggles, even with platforms getting in the way, you know, like the float, for example, and the down air, of course, as well. But Samus is the kind of character that can still challenge that. And, of course, you know, Teaser can kind of sit behind these platforms and see what Orex wants to do on the approach. We'll see. Right now, it's Orex and the Peach off to the big lead.
Yeah, sneaking underneath the fair. I've seen him go over it. Like, he's made fair almost a non-factor. It's crazy how well he gets around it.
Okay, jumping right over that charge shot. You can see that Orex is definitely sticking with his instincts, his reaction game now. Now Tilt not going to lead into any confirms at this percent, and that just kind of plays testimony to how good Orex is in the early game.
There's a little tomahawk. Just swinging the fair is definitely scary to deal with anyway.
Okay, Orex able to get around the grapple beam. Nothing to show for it except for stage control right now. See if he's able to get something a little bit more off of it. Oh, he's playing so grounded.
Yeah.
Normally we see Peaches, you know, kind of stick to the air, maybe even with the float a little more, but I guess he's afraid to kind of commit to that, considering this is about the percents where, with this much rage, Samus aerials are going to start to get scary.
Yeah. And does not want to put himself in a situation where he might die, but at 200.
Just catching those commits with the dash attack, man, you know, and if Orex is able to grind this out, continue to play the super defensive playstyle with spacing like you saw against that forwarder, then, you know, he might not have too many problems, you know, just sticking with the normal game plan, not having to mix it up too much.
And now, well on his way to build like one of the first nice big leads of the game. Whew.
80% on the Samus already. And I think that Orex, the one thing Orex might benefit more from, especially with these juggles on Battlefield, is, oh my goodness, it's just kind of faking the pressure and fading out, seeing if Teaser wants to try to land on stage.
Oh, that was so close to catching that air dodge in, but I think the bomb actually saved Teaser.
Most likely it would, yeah. It's shifting that hurt box is huge for Samus, but not going to be anything for him right now. Whiffs the back air, so Teaser still able to hold on.
Falling into these like perfect, when Orex is perfectly at roll range, still falling into it.
Oof. You can see how Orex is definitely not committing to anything until he's given his due. Definitely doesn't want to be the first one to press a button. And there, Teaser got that fully charged charge shot, and he went oops and shot it immediately because he was not like holding on to those things.
Yeah, I mean, oh, that was so nice.
Turnip toss into the forwarder. And I think since the beginning of this game, and now we see Orex with the first big lead of this set. Like you were saying, you know, it looked like that's the direction it was going, and you called it.
And right now, Teaser just doesn't seem to have an answer. He hasn't really been able to fire back like he was in the other game.
Ooh, recovery by Orex is able to make it back to the stage. Get him a little bit of baby percent on top of that as well. That was a dot ice too, so
that's a lot. Already at 90, nearly at 100.
182 on Peach. I know that she's a midweight, but you know, as a Samus, like I'm saying, man, you got a myriad of options to take out that stock. But right now, this counter pick working out against Teaser because, boy, he struggled to take out that first stock, and Orex has not been having any issues.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Could be a big setup. Teaser wanted to wait for a big commit from Orex, but like I said, he's not going to be committing to anything, not going to be leaving himself open until he's given a reason to. You got to be very bait
does not
punished.
have a reason to.
All right, yeah,
nice.
Great reaction right there. Orex's ledge trapping is so good.
Yeah. It definitely makes you feel like the exact wrong option is safe, and there you have it. Again, like, it's amazing how Peach's aerials just kind of have smacked up even the long limbs of Samus.
And that big disjointed forwarder.